What's up, tubers? It's your boy Ichi, and we've got a new product for you today. This is the Opteka Model SV-HD stabilizer, and it's just that. It's a stabilizer that you can use. Think of a glide cam or a steady cam, and that is what this product is supposed to do. Now, this is a very cheap product. We're going to talk about that a little bit more as we get into the video, but so far a lot of people have been getting some really good results as far as bang for buck. So without further ado, let's jump right into the packaging. Alright, as you can see, it's a pretty basic brown box, and it just has their logo here, model here, stabilizer there. And this guy will run you about anywhere between 150 and 120 bucks, just depending on how you catch it online. I ordered mine via Amazon, and it worked out pretty well for me. Got here really quick too, by the way, guys. And I've heard all kind of reviewers, unboxings of this product say different things. Some have them different than others, and I can't really comment because I didn't get a chance to experience what those other guys have or don't have. I can only tell you what we have here. So that's why you guys come to Electronic Truth TV, to get my opinion on things. So let's start with the box, with the bag, the box and the bag. This bag is not actually that bad. I thought it was going to be a little more crappy because of the pricing. It's not a great bag, don't get me wrong. I mean, this is not anything over the top, but it's not a bad bag. The stitching, I'm just looking at the corners. I always check the corners because that's a good indication of quality. It is a padded bag. It's not super padded. What I'm probably going to do is maybe add some foam in here to further secure this, and I may do a video on that to let you guys see what I'm talking about. But it's a standard size bag. It's got a strap here, and this is only meant for the actual stabilizer itself. So as long as you are careful with the ins and outs of this bag, got a little shoulder pad, you probably will be all right. I'll try to use this one for a while, and at some point I'll probably update, but it was a nice gesture that you at least got this in the packaging. Inside the box, this is the way it actually ships. You see a couple of things here. You see a Allen wrench here. You see, looks like a connector of some sort that bolts run through. There is a diskette here, a CD-ROM, and it is a little on the ghetto side. It's, I guess, gonna tell us how to operate this thing, but it's not company branded. That's okay. As you can see here, here's the gimbal and the handle. There's the head plate, there's the bottom plate, and then here are the weights. So we're gonna lift it out, and first impression, make sure there's nothing else in this box hiding. Doesn't look like it. First impression of the product is that it has pretty good girth. And let me paw it up so you guys get a better idea of what I'm talking about. It feels pretty hefty. I will admit that. I don't know exactly what in the hell this is for, because it's a plastic, and it's a double piece of plastic. I'm assuming, and I can only assume, that it's an extra one of these, so if this one breaks, you've got an extra, which is quite nice. So yeah, I appreciate that. And here's an Allen wrench to, I'm assuming this Allen will adjust here, but no, it doesn't. So I'm not 100% for sure. What does this Allen wrench actually do? Anyway, we'll find out. When we take off the top, we'll look at the actual camera plate, and I'm going to add an extra camera plate on top of this. That's a standard quick release, just because I don't want to have to do a lot of unpacking and repacking or unscrewing and rescrewing. I just want to slide it off and go with a plate. There are measurement numbers across here, which are cool if you're into that kind of thing, and it'll give you kind of an idea of where your settings are. The gimbal seems to be really free turning, at least at this point. I'm not trying to pop these guys, I promise. I'm just trying to get everything taken apart. But yeah, so far so good. I'll get my knife in here. you guys. But yeah, feels really good. Spins freely as hell, which is really nice. So I should be able to get some really good shots. So the gimbal on here seems to be pretty good. No scarring or anything like that. And I guess if you really wanted to, you could get in here and do some micro adjusting. I don't think I need to because this thing spins very nicely. At the bottom, if you take a look, these weights are slidable out to the edges, which are nice. You can slide them in, slide them out. They come off fairly easily. Just a twist of this guy. This twist screw of some sort. Oh. Wish there was something that would bite this to keep this in, but that's okay because I'm going to add my own modifications, and I'll show you guys once I get modified. I'm gonna add a little clamp here that'll lock this thing in, so when it comes through the bottom here with no weight on it, it'll just stay. And that's not a huge deal to do, but that'll be something that I'm going to add to beef this up. Let's look at the weights for a second. You've got one biggie, and these are about the same. And this just depends on what you need for your weight distribution of your camera. And as we look down, if we add these weights back on, zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Once you add them back on, you can bring them closer like I've got here, or you can bring them further out, which is nice. And then you can do the adjustment. Another thing I'm gonna do is add a nylon washer in there just to make sure that I get what I need, because I don't like that sliding across. It may damage things and it's just not for me. Another interesting thing is that there are some extra little slots here, and I'm assuming you can hang more weight from this guy. This, if you untwist, should allow this pole to rise to give you more length, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It just depends on how it's gonna balance with your camera. And yeah, it's not the best craftsmanship. If you can look right there, it touches. And so it's putting a little knob there, a little notch in the plastic. I'm looking at it. If you look right there, you can kind of see it. Not a huge deal for the price, but just something you might want to be aware of. And it locks on pretty good. Now, something tells me that they have an issue with this part, and the reason something tells me that is because they gave you a second one to have just in case. So I'm assuming this part after some use will have an issue. So I'm trying to think of a way I can make a better one of these, because this is plastic. I wish this would have been metal. I may be able to machine something to make a better version of that. Let's move on up to the handle. We're moving on up to the side. All right. Now this handle feels really good. It goes pretty much any way that you want it to go. I want you guys to get a nice good close-up of it. Open here on the bottom so you can hang this on something if you want to try to balance it. Very nice. And again, you know, for what you get with this particular gimbal, it's not bad at all. I'm really digging the whole system here, and feels pretty sure in the hand. Really happy about that. So overall, not bad at all. Let's drop it down a little bit to bring this guy in so we can look at the tripod head. There's basically two adjustments that I see here, 1 and 2. And that one will give you a side to side, and it moves very freely. And let's see how it locks. Spring loaded from what I can tell. Locks in fairly good. And this one should be the back and forth, which will be nice. And I guess you can take this piece off one of these ways. It's gotta be this way. Yeah, then you get it off. I guess you push in. Yep. So it's a spring-loaded screw. If, as you guys can see, look in that gap. If you push, and on top, spring-loaded. So not bad at all. You got 2 screws here. This is the standard one everyone uses, which is this one in the front. This other one kind of stays put. should slide right on. And it's not on here good and tight, so I'm not gonna do anything crazy, but just want you guys to get an idea of what it looks like mounted. And as you can see, it's mounted. I'm gonna pick it up, and it's way too much weight to the front, but I'm gonna start working with the adjustments on this thing to get this pole down a little bit, because I think that is key to getting everything balanced correctly. But yeah, it's so far feels really good, and I'm just like that, I almost balanced. I'm a little heavy to the back, so I need to push it forward some. And it's micro adjustments, guys, to get this thing how you need it. And I'm way front heavy now. And again, the camera's not on here super good, so bear with me. But yeah, this is, you know, just right off the bat, I almost balanced. I got a little bit of stuff I need to do to get it just right. And I can add some weight or take away some weight, which is what I'll probably do to get it just right, because the camera's not completely locked in. Keep saying that just to let you guys know. But overall, this is not bad, just right out of the box, just to give you guys a show of what it can do. And show you here, you can spin the camera freely on it, and it's pretty good. I'm taking the camera off the actual slider, and I've actually been able to remove the one larger bolt that you can screw back in on the plate here, which is really neat, really handy. I'm gonna try to shoot some sample footage for you, let you guys see what this thing looks like, how it actually works, and I'm gonna try to balance it. I'll let you guys know once I get all that stuff done, and I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, guys, this is the Opteka. Let me find which model it is. The SV-HD slider, stabilizer, not a slider. I'm on my slider right now, and hopefully this thing is worth the cash. For the money, I think it's really good. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So that's all I got in this one. I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting this guy set up, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.